Hi, this is Marcia, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up small group instruction so you meet with all the students in one 45-minute class period. All right, hello everybody. Thanks for joining. Today we're going to be talking about how to make sure that we are successful in meeting with all the students during a small group instruction. Small group instruction usually happens on studio days, and studio days are where we are having the students meet with a small group with a teacher, and then they're doing different studio activities such as independent practice, maybe they're doing something online, and or a hands-on activity. This session is going to focus in on how to make sure that we meet with all the students. Let's begin. The keys to deploying small group instruction in a 45-minute class period. Part 1. So in this part, we're going to be talking about how to make sure that we meet with all of the students during that small group instruction time. And to do that, we really need to think about how we are going to deploy those learning studios. So here's an example of a deployment plan that I would highly recommend to any team about getting started, because when you start small group instruction, you are building routines, you're building those academic relationships, and you're building the structure about what's going to happen when you're in a small group. So I usually tell my teachers to start out with 2 or 3 different learning studios. That means you're either going to have 2 small groups in a 45-minute class period or 3 small groups during a 45-minute class period. Those aren't very small groups if you have 24 kids in a classroom. I know that. This is just our training phase. We're going to build upon it and add in more opportunities to meet with smaller groups. Maybe go to 4 or even 5 small groups in that 45-minute class period. But for now, let's just focus in on starting small and building in those learning studio opportunities. Also note the calendar on the side. The calendar is showing that this is not done every day, and that is so important to understand, that it is done when you feel it fits, but being consistent. I really encourage my team of teachers to do it at least once a week, if not twice a week. So this is our good starting point, but then we're going to build in, and maybe we're going to do it 1 day a week, where we're going to do 4 small groups in that 45-minute class period. It's possible, I promise. That's why this is part 1, because in part 2, 3, and 4, and 5, we're going to talk about how to make sure we get all those students in during one class period. Eventually, when we are meeting with all of our students, we're going to be using data to drive our instruction. And that data is going to help me to start to differentiate. So not every group is going to get the same amount of time with me and my small group instruction. So to begin, when you're implementing small group instruction, number 1, be consistent. Number 2, set up those routines and procedures. And number 3, know that it's not every day. This is where it fits into your curriculum. All right, give small groups a try. Try all students. Start small with 2 or 3 studios.